see how loaded that tree is with apples. They're really good too. Fawns are growing so fast. But yeah, let's get into it. Welcome back to Tied Up with the Morgans. So I'm heading over here to check on the goats. I got caught in a good old rain. Really came down on me, so I'm all wet. And anyways, I appreciate all of the support on the video on the fence. A lot of great comments and support. I really appreciate it. So Kate and I put some of the woven wire here on the gate because they would probably be able to fit through this gate. And then we have this section here that hangs over. So whenever we lock the gate here, this just fits into place and they're not going to squeeze through that little gap and then have a chain to lock it. So that's the gate. And yeah, let's see the barn and the goats. So before we head in the goat barn, yeah, my mess everywhere. We're gonna get it cleaned up. Before we go inside, I'm gonna show you a before. This is from a few weeks ago of what it looked like inside the then pool house, the very old pool house. Now it's a goat barn. And if you saw our short, you've already seen the inside, but I'm gonna show you what it looked like before. And at this point, which was a few weeks ago, I had already cleaned a little before that just to get inside. Before, we'd open these doors and you couldn't even get in there. So I had to remove some of the trash to get inside. So you'll see this video, keep that in mind, okay? But I'll show you what it looked like, all the trash, the holes in the roof, the holes in the walls, all the mess. And then I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. All right, so this is what the barn looked like. You can see typical pool stuff, tables, lots of chairs, different pumps, an old hot point refrigerator, a vintage kegerator one. You can see there the roof came off, so that whole wall is gonna need replaced, and the framing at least, as well as the roof. But really just a lot of trash, bones, hickory nuts, skull, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a lot of junk that we have to remove. All right, we're headed inside. That is Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo. We went with the Ninja Turtle names for the four of them. And Kate matched their collars with the colors of the Ninja Turtles, which I am not too familiar with the colors. So Kate handled that part with a quick Google search. But anyways, these are the goats. This is the barn. Running off of solar. We got a fan. We don't need a fan on because it's nice and cool. Here's some leashes if we ever need to walk them. They'll be out here in their yard, which I just have to finish cleaning up, as you can tell. But yeah, so this is the barn. We're very proud of it. Got nice, concrete floor. Now you can actually see what color it is. Before you couldn't because it was so dirty. So Kate cleaned the floor, and yeah, so this is it. Here's all the slabs in here being put to good use. We're really happy with how that turned out. And yeah, we got lights here and here. And this stuff Kate will go over in another video. The whole solar, how all of that works. But yeah, I wanted to show you the barn. We put this so we can kind of keep them in here. This is where they'll sleep. In the morning and night, we give them their grains and stuff in there. They really went out right now. And the water system, we'll cover that in another video as well. I think we're going to talk about the solar and the water system in one video. This bench was here with the pool house a long time ago. That top was, as you can tell, it looks kind of old. But it was very dirty. cleaned it up. Kate scrubbed it down. That's the best we could get. It looks a lot better. But anyways, it just needed patched up. So we got this fixed up, reconnected to the slabs, and they like to play up there. They like to hide under there as well. And then Kate got some of these fun signs here. Yes, chickens. We couldn't find any goat signs. If you happen to know of any, let us know. But here they are here wanting to come out. And then we put this up here so they could sleep in here and not be able to get into all the hay and the other storage stuff that we have. And then in here, Kate built this feeder. While I was doing the fence and other stuff, Kate built this little feeder here and here out of rough cut lumber as well. And I'll show you from the inside, but that's it from out here. And then we put the hay in here and they can eat from in here. On the first day we got them, I came over here to check on them after having them for 1 hour, and I counted just 3 of them. Raphael right here with the dark face was missing. He had fit through there and was standing in this bed eating. He was able to fit through. There was no woven wire fence then. It was just these 1x4s. And he fit right through. So we then took some of the woven wire and put that in there so he can't fit through there. Didn't realize how small they were until we got them. We already saw them, but when you're not with them, you kind of forget how little they really are. So Raphael is an escape artist so far. I'm pretty sure all of them have that in them though. This side we have, hay that we'll store and other things. Some treats for them, like probiotic treats. Yeah, and then this stuff will all be in another video here. Kate built this shelf out of one slab with these things. Yeah, so that's the barn, and those are the goats. Let's go in and see them. You can hear that rain on the metal roof. Huh. So this is Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael. So yeah, it's a pretty, really simple. It was just a lot of work, but nothing too complex. The most complex part of it all would be what Kate handled. All of this. Yeah, these are the goats. These are what required so much work, and we like coming in here. The kids have been in here a lot, every day. They wouldn't want to be in here all day if we let them. So a lot of people have asked, why goats? Very good question, why? I see it as, if you see these faces, why not? Why wouldn't you want these? That's how I feel, and really don't know how I could say no to them. The other reasons. We love chickens. We have almost 40 chickens. Really happy with them. We get about 30 eggs a day. So 25 to 30 eggs a day right now. And we love that. The kids love that. They have some chores. They help take care of the chickens. They help collect eggs. They help me when we feed them. So they have a number of things they do. But we've had the chickens for 2 years now, and we figured it was time for something else. We've always talked about getting some goats. So it's been 2 years. The chickens are a breeze. And we figured, why not get some goats? So we did. We got 4 goats. We got mini fainting goats. So they will faint if they get scared or startled. And yeah, we had a great breeder that we bought from. She was a huge help and awesome. Nothing but good things to say about her. But anyways, yeah, we wanted goats because they're cute, fun pets, and we wanted the kids to grow up with some more responsibility. They're still 4 and 3. But we think it's good for them to work. They love working, and just to teach them how to care for animals and having more responsibility, I guess, as they grow up. And like I said, they're cute, they're fun, we love them, and we would also like to get milk goats in the future. We didn't get that right off the bat because it's a big commitment that we might not be ready for right now with young kids, and that's something we want to work towards. So we figured we'd learn more about goats with these guys, and then maybe we'll start getting into milking or breeding later down the road. So these are the boys. They really want out. We've had them just a couple days, and They're going at it a little bit. But anyways, we wanted to just keep them in it for the first couple of days so they learn their house. And yeah. So they're comfortable. That was what the breeder suggested, so that's what we've done. And tomorrow's the day that they get to come out to this. It will be cleaned up. The wood will all go. I have a lumber rack. I need to get all this stacked and sorted, separate the slabs from the nicer stuff, get the metal roof together, the scraps and the burn barrel. And yeah, I think that's it. That is the last thing, is this mess. Oh, this diving board. This was a diving board here from when this was a pool. We're gonna put this on probably like 2 wood rounds, something like that. I was thinking just something simple and something for them to play on. We have an old picnic table we're gonna bring in over here. We're looking for some like small play sets on, like small, I mean like ones for a baby, not like what we have over there for the kids. But something like that for them to jump around on. And yeah, we're gonna make a few things just cheap. Oh, and we also have a couple of those big spools that we're gonna get from my dad that just are kind of taking up space in the wood yard. Things like the electric company uses. So we'll bring those over here and they'll have a lot of things they can jump around on and play. Before I forget, the next video will probably be the solar and the water system for the goats. After that, I can't wait to get back to the trees. We're gonna pick up in the middle of the woods where we left off, and we're gonna see how many tree species there are from my house to my dad's, because there are quite a few we have yet to identify. So we'll do that. After we do that, I really want to, especially while the leaves are on the trees, dive into tree identification on like one species at a time. You know, if it's the shagbark hickories that are in front of me, if it's, you know, the black locusts that are this way, here's a shagbark. If it's whatever it is, you know, there are a lot of trees around here and I want to dive into that and I'll learn more myself. I think that's clear. I'm not an expert. You know, I'll be doing more research rather than kind of the walks in the woods, showing you what we have. Those are just things off the top of my head that I know from my reading. But to give you a good tree identification video, I'll probably be doing more research. I have a lot of books on this stuff. I'm always reading about it. I love it, passionate about it. So we will do that. So stay tuned for that because I'm excited for it. It's not gonna, I mean, if you're not into it, it's probably not gonna be exciting. But I think it's gonna be exciting because we're gonna be going into, you know, looking at the buds, looking at the bark, looking at the leaves, looking at a lot of things. You know, where it grows, all of that. So there's a lot that goes into it, but yeah, so stay tuned and we will see you on the next video. Last thing, I just can't say goodbye to you guys. Last thing, right here behind me, this here chicken we thought looked cool on this. We got this from my mom. My mom had, she was giving away a whole bunch of stuff and we took this from her. Have you guys ever seen a goat that looks similar, right? Something it's metal and something that we could attach to the other gate post. We would like to have the chicken and then like a goat facing this way. So if you guys knew of something, you know, put a link in the comments.